Okay, today we're going to be installing this MSliders frame slider kit for a SV650 Gen 3. This is what you get in the box. It also comes with instructions not shown. So these nuts, 18mm, you'll need a way to hold the other side and torque up the other side. So I happen to have a spark plug socket and a socket wrench set, which means that I'll be able to hold these from both sides. So it's a spark plug socket that'll be able to go on that side, and then obviously I've got my socket wrench set. So this is the nut on the side of the engine. So the recommendation is that you do one side at a time. So I'm going to loosen this and see how much I can get it out of the engine and start putting in the MSliders bolt to take up the weight of the engine. Now the engine's mounted in a few other places, but I don't want to have it just free hanging off other parts in case it's hard to line this up then. I'm sure it's not going to be an issue, but the recommendation is that you try and gradually slide out the old bolts and get in the new one. This is a 17mm. Whereas the bolts that come with the kit are 18, so just make sure you've got a 17mm socket for loosening these. So for removing this, you're going to need a 14mm on this side and a 17 on the other. If you have a socket wrench set, you should have both, and ideally you'll have a couple of options for holding it as I do. This is the setup. I've got the ratchet wrench on that side, and I've got the handle on the other. So I'll be able to loosen that, and I'm not going to take it out completely. I'm going to push it out to the left gradually, and I'm going to start bringing this guy in here. Here's the stage we're at now. I've got the slider coming in from the right side and the engine bolt coming out from the left. This is a 12mm bolt, diameter of the shaft. So the recommended torque for this one, according to the manufacturer of the frame sliders, is 65 Newton meters of torque. Now I'm just gonna wing it. I don't have a torque wrench. This is the setup now. We've gone from the 17mm and the 14mm that we were using to uninstall the engine bolt, and we've gone back up to 18mm here, socket and ratchet, and I'm reusing an 18mm spark plug socket because that's what I have. So you should be able to get away with this. One side to hold the bolt or nut in place, and you can tighten from the other side. I think that looks quite good. Not too overbearing. It doesn't really take away from the look of the bike. As you can see, just about sticks out enough to protect the vitals. You might end up with a bit of tank damage. If you want bigger sliders or crash bars, that's up to you. For me, I prefer them to be a little bit smaller. I don't plan on dropping the bike, but touch wood on that one. And on this side, you can see it just sticks out enough. You'll be losing your pegs, bit of plastic off the slider, which is what it's for. I have some crash bobbins or lift bobbins on the back anyway. I'm sure they'll take a bit of a hit. But as I said, try not to drop your bike. That's your primary concern. And sure, look, these are a very good value item and they seem to be good quality. So I'm pretty happy with that. It doesn't take away from the look of the SV650, which is quite a nice looking bike.